Welcome everybody, Global CE Day. I have Dr. Neven Saleh with me from Egypt. Tell us about your role there, and of course, get your name pronounced correctly.
Okay, my name is Neven Saleh. I am an assistant professor at Biomedical Engineering Department. I work in clinical engineering maybe since 2000, more than 20 years. First, I was in Mansoura University Children's Hospital with my BSc. My graduation was my specific in electronic engineering first, but I'm interested in biomedical engineering, especially clinical engineering. After that, I joined the post graduation in Cairo University. I got an SC degree in 2011 in clinical engineering. Then after that, my PhD, it was from Politecnico di Torino, Italy, also in clinical engineering. After I came home, returned home, I joined the academic career. And since that, for about 5 years, I am assistant professor in biomedical engineering department. I have several experiences in clinical engineering, in training, in research, in so many projects that I involved in clinical engineering practices in Egypt.
That's so great, Neven. You're at the right place at the right time to make a big difference. Tell us about what you think about clinical engineers, biomedical engineers coming together in Egypt. What are the prospects, do you think?
Yes, for me, it's in my opinion, we face great challenges here in Egypt. The most important challenge that's, according to me, we face here is a subjective decision that's made here in Egypt. Almost all of decisions related to medical equipment management or health technology assessment, hospital management, etc. Made based on subjective decisions, not objectively or not on in scientific manner. Also. The resources. I think also a greatest challenge that we face here is the limited resources. So many projects that I hope to implement here in Egypt, but unfortunately, the funding that is every time I propose a project especially in hospital management or clinical engineering or medical equipment management, that I face limited resources or limited funding and so on. So I think we need to collaborate efforts to promote the role of engineering here in Egypt. Also, I think that we can do it. The starting point, let me say, maybe to have a small community, to have a specific community for clinical engineering in Egypt. We have a lot of experiences here in Egypt in so many fields related to clinical engineering or medical equipment management, hospital management, and so on. So I think if we can do something like that, it have a great impact.
I like your enthusiasm, and we're all hopeful that this will come together. And there was that IMRO program in July with Dr. Mohsen, and so there's some beginning steps. And I know you guys, Dr. Yassine and Dr. Tawfik are
Basil.
Yes, Basil Tawfik are thinking about ways to make this happen. So what's been happening during COVID? How has Egypt been impacted by COVID? And particularly maybe the clinical engineering aspect.
COVID-19 in clinical engineering, I think the efforts that Minister of Health here in Egypt, all efforts go to infection, PPE, patient management, and so on. In clinical engineering, I haven't enough idea what the perspectives or what assets that's most according to Ministry of Health take actions in this issue. So several times I try to find lines in a documented procedure to guide clinical engineers here in Egypt or biomedical engineer in the website of MOH. But unfortunately, I didn't find anything like that, because the problem, as I said before, the clinical engineering not highlighted in general, not highlighted. The role of clinical engineering not highlighted in Egypt. This is a great challenge.
Sure. No, I know our colleague Riyad Farah from Lebanon knows Dr. Jabbour and maybe the WHO representative, or is in contact with the WHO representative, who is very much in contact with the Ministry of Health. So we're hopeful, ongoing contacts and ongoing attention to these issues may change this situation over time. Neven, so what is your vision for the future of what clinical engineering, how it could impact your country?
I think the first or the most important one, to organize the management procedures. For example, I have two experiments in developing the CMMS. We already, as supervisors, so as I have a graduation projects in Faculty of Engineering, we developed the two package of CMMS, and we already tried to implement one of them in a hospital university, and the impact and the effectiveness of this experiment was also all operators, workers in this domain, in biomedical engineering, we're very happy with this experiment and its effectiveness on medical equipment management. So if we unify something like that, or if we try to, let me say, marketing this software or this issues that we developed, of course, it will change or have an impact on the management. So,
well, great answer. We're going to have to run on, and I know you will too. And thank you very much. Bye.